All right. It's Jared here from Crypto Plan. How's everyone going? I hope you're doing well. We're going to be talking about game credits today. Yeah, we're going to be talking about game credits and why it is not an SHIT coin. So, you know me, I'm a chart guy. I like to read the charts. I like to, interpret what the market's saying via the charts. But currently, all of the charts have been affected by whales and then the algorithms getting pushed by the whales. So we've got some work to do to recover on the chart, which I'll look at in a second. So I just wanted to address that game credits is actually, the more I read about it, is actually a really decent project. I'm not saying it's the strongest project out there. I'm not saying it's got the strongest team, but the work is done and the community's there and it's going to build, and I just want to point out something to a few people that may not know about game credits. I don't know a lot about it, but game credits and the Nova token platform have merged. Now, I don't know much about Nova token, but either way, they've merged with another kind of group. Resources have joined together, they're combined. They both got extensive backgrounds in gaming and blockchain, nuclear vision for the future, new ERC20 token. So it's on the Ethereum network. It's secured by Ethereum. So it's not just a kind of, a token that somebody created on some, token creator. It's there. It's powered by Matic, Polygon by Matic. I'm hearing good things about Matic. It's the original gaming crypto. It's stood there the test of time since 2014. And you can earn tokens and in-game items. So there is some staking you can do. And it is basically one giant big NFT, right? So you can do your own research and you can read all this sort of stuff. I'm not going to do that because I don't like reading as much as you. So go and do it yourself. Anyway, I just thought I'd quickly do that. Now we'll jump over to the charts because that's what we're here about. All right, so we are on the chart. We're on the 4-hourly, and I forgot to say, and I won't go on to their website again, but they are actually listed on a lot of exchanges, So it's very, even though I'm on the Bittrex chart, there is a lot of places where you can buy it. So it's fairly liquid, even though volume might see low here. I'm buying on Coinspot. There's probably 12 exchanges, I think, there that you can buy it on. So, which is a lot better than a lot of, some other tokens that have done well recently. It might only be on 2 or 3 or 4 exchanges, So that is a good thing for game credits. It's widely available. Anyway, let's get to the charts. We're on the 4-hourly, so we can kind of have a little squeezed in view of just a reminder of what we've done. We did a big move from down in 4 cents, had quite a big move, if we put the measurement on it, as good a move as any, I think, like a 12x move, fairly decent there, right? So if we were looking to kind of do that kind of a move again, that would push us up in price, even from this depressed low level there. But let's say if we did the kind of 12x again from the 16-cent level, which we'll kind of drag that out. We'll just see where we're at, see what's going on from the 16-cent level if we did the 12.50 move, and that's kind of getting us up into our just above $2 range. So I'm honest, open that I've doubled my position to sell half out at $1.80 and beyond, and then let the rest ride or die into all-time highs, hopefully, So I'm not sitting here going, game credits is going to go to all-time highs and beyond, and I'm diamond hands, and, you should all follow me. I am honest about my strategy. I've pyramided in, so I bought a good base early, around 6 to 8 cents. I've topped up, for anywhere between 30 cents and below on the latest correction. And now I am just sitting and waiting for the next move in crypto, this crypto halftime move to be over. So I'm definitely not pumping this coin because I want people to buy it, because I need to get out, because my cost average is way out of the water. I am well and truly still in profit, and I'm okay with that. I just want to be super duper more in profit. So we've got some targets there, anywhere there from 180 up to 228 there, and maybe beyond on the next kind of pump, and you can see probably this particular move, overshot the 30 cents and went right up to the 60 cents, so it overshot it by, nearly 100%. So we could expect something like that possibly to happen on a spike or a candle wick, right? So just be ready for it when it happens. We're obviously nowhere near it yet, but when it happens, you got to be ready for that stuff. Have your sell orders in, or just be ready on the button. So that's that. We know where we're heading. So now I'm just mainly concerned with how to get out of this depression that, I guess the whales or the greater market correction has got us in, right? So I'm going to zoom right in there and just really kind of get as technical as we can. So I can see some key things that are happening here. We have a level here that was a dip before the crash. So it was around the 16 cents mark. Yeah. So, and what I've seen is that we were struggling to get above that for a little while. And I'm glad that we did get above it, but now we're back kind of on it, or, slightly above it, but not as much above it as I'd like to see. I'd like to see some kind of, candle bodies closing up here more towards the 17 cents, especially on the daily. If we go back to the daily, we can see that the candle body is kind of right, just above that wick, but I'd like to see it a little bit higher. I'd like to see it closing up at the 17.3 level. Just to clear, and I'll show you why that is, because if we put a Fibonacci on that particular crash move, so from here when it crashed, we're at this 0.38 retracement. So we're at the 38% retracement. So we're finding some resistance there and we've pulled back. So I'd like to see us kind of close the candle above that line. So that's, towards 18 cents there. Maybe, if we maybe if we tighten this up a little bit there and there, we might kind of get a better kind of picture there that's not so stretched out. But yeah, so if 17.5, let's say we want to close a candle body above 18 cents and then kind of work our way out of there. I would expect that we're going to seek some resistance here at the 702. A lot of traders use this level. A lot of people think it's like that middle level that, once it clears that 702, that 25 cents, we could probably say we're in an uptrend again and we're moving out of this particular crash structure. We're not moved out of the full correction because the full correction is quite larger, as you can see. But once we're back above 20 cents, back above 30 cents, that's when we can start getting bullish again. We can start seeing some bigger moves potentially happening, but there probably will be a bit of a grind. And this is not just game credits that's going to do that. I believe that you're going to see a lot of projects that have had a big correction doing that, and you can see that across the board. I mean, game credits has had 19% today, which is quite good compared to the rest of the market. The rest of the market's doing 5, 10, 13, 14%. So game credits is actually quite strong from a percentage level. And even from the very low of the dip, it's kind of ticked itself all the way up there to at least 113% from the bottom. So that's in and above average as well, which is super cool. So that's what we're looking at in the game credits chart. I'm not sitting here going bullish to the moon. It's going to get out of this correction anytime soon. The potential is that there is a lot of sideways action, and I'm just going to pull up a chart to show you some possibilities of what could happen. Now, I don't want this to happen, but I'm going to show a possibility of what could happen. Okay, so does this look familiar? Like, it's not completely familiar, but we're on the XRP chart back in between the two alt seasons in 2017. So on the 17th of May, XRP went up to 39 cents, dipped back down to 13 cents, pulled its way back up to 33 cents. And you're probably like, yep, it's going to get its way out of there, but it never got above that level for a long time until it did, obviously broke out a long way away. But, you can see that there, a big crashing structure, like crashing structure. So that's, this is the potential of, game credits, all the altcoins at the moment, that they could be in these prolonged not bear markets, but just not going to go above their all-time high for a while. Now, I believe XRP is always the laggard. So this particular move, and if we put some kind of time on it, what is it? It's 209 days, so that's an excessive correction, or just a sideways ranging kind of action. But that's the potential, and that's what we've got to prepare for, and that would take us to December at the end of the year, and then just a big pump, and all the work gets done at the very end. Now, I don't like that happening. I would prefer to see this kind of correct and then kind of grind its way up there, like more like a Bitcoin or a Theta or something like that. But we've got to be prepared, not just with game credits, whether it was one, whether it was anything with anything we own, that these kind of moves were middle of the alt season moves. Halfway crypto halftime moves. They're kind of a price discovery move, and then the chart just kind of works its way out. Like fakes us in. Big pumps. A lot of trading opportunities here. A lot of short-term trades. 100% moves probably in a couple of days, but in general, a lot of sideways action, and then all of a sudden, it probably makes you nearly give up hope, and then bang, bang, bang. So. This is just what we've got to anticipate that could potentially happen. I don't really think it'll happen in the game credits chart. I'm hoping that it breaks out and does 2 or 3 legs. Yeah, so I would hope that, it doesn't, make us wait as long as, say, something like the XRP chart does 120 days. More like something like this, where big correction, bit of sideways action, then kind of pumps up, tests that high again, pull back, and then breaks the high, and then kind of curves its way up. Like that would be nicer for me, a nice steady kind of attempt or a move towards all-time highs would be great. But hey, I'll take whatever. I'm willing to hold. I've held this long, so I'm happy out. I'm happy out as long as we get to that 180. That's all I'm really concerned about right now. And I do believe to the contrary. As in, I don't think it's going to do what XRP did back in 2017. I don't think even XRP is going to do that. I think, if you look at the XRP chart nowadays, it's a bit, more like A, B, C, D, E, F, move. It kind of grinds its way up, in a jagged form, but it's not doing this kind of horizontal consolidation, then pop up, 5,000% or whatever. It's just doing its thing, making its way to all-time highs, the same way as this chart, same way as Dash chart, same way as all the charts are going to do. So game credits is still a buy. You're still a buy and a hold for me. I'm fully accumulated, but if I had some spare cash, I wouldn't be looking away from the price right now. I think it's a very good value. Any further dips are also good value. In general in the market, I think it's very good value at the moment. It's done price discovery. It's let us know where it wants to go, and it's pulled back on us. So it's a perfect opportunity to reaccumulate back in some zones that weren't there. They were there back in February, March. So you're probably sitting up here going, I wish I could have got it cheaper, and now you can get it cheaper. So are you getting it cheaper? So not just game credits, just every coin in general. I think it's a really good time to be adding as opposed to freaking out and selling. So that's me little 2 cents. Please like the video if you kind of like these chart updates. Subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell as well if you so desire. I've been Jared. This has been Crypto Plan, and stay safe, and thank you for watching to the end, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.